Hey, welcome to the show. I'm John F. Gately. You can call me Jack, and I'm joining you today from beautiful Plymouth, Massachusetts, behind enemy lines. And today's video is about Massachusetts in Springfield, Massachusetts, which is in far western Massachusetts, about 2 hours from beautiful Plymouth. They're closing. That's not true. They're downsizing the Smith and Wesson factory, which has been located in Springfield since 1852, and they're moving the headquarters of the factory and approximately 550 jobs to Maryville, Tennessee. Maryville, Tennessee. Let's bring it up on the screen here for you. Smith and Wesson announces its move of headquarters out of Massachusetts, citing proposed ban on assault weapons. So I love the subhead, by the way, here. Gunmakers still keeping over 1,000 jobs. That's Boston.com's kind of way of like, it's not that bad. They're still keeping 1,000 jobs. Boston.com is, by the way, owned by the Globe, and I won't subscribe to the Globe. So this is their free version. And basically they're saying Smith and Wesson is moving because of a bill on Beacon Hill, our state house, where they're proposing to ban the manufacture of assault weapons throughout Massachusetts. So basically it would just outlaw the factory itself. And Smith and Wesson makes 60% of its revenue from assault weapons. And therefore they're like, well, this is a this is a fundamental threat to the existence of Smith and Wesson as a company. So they're like, hey, we're out of here. We're out of here. And the reaction is in Tennessee. Well, we will bring up Senator Blackburn's tweet here. She's pretty darn happy, as you can imagine. Welcome to Tennessee, Smith and Wesson. We appreciate your significant investment in Maryville and look forward to partnering you to expand the state's economy, blah, 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 blah. Very positive tweets. Here in Massachusetts, and there's a bunch of other tweets just like that, welcome Smith and Wesson. I had the chance, by the way, to go to Tennessee January 2020, just before the epidemic. I went to Nashville and Memphis. I also visited Clarksville and Jackson. And damn, did I like Tennessee. Love Tennessee. My wife just came back from Nashville. She went there with her girlfriends for a big Nashville weekend, and they loved it. There's a lot to like about Tennessee. And obviously Smith and Wesson realized that themselves. I have not been to Marysville or the greater Knoxville region, but I am looking forward to it someday. Let's take a look at some local coverage here in Massachusetts. This is from masslive.com, which is kind of like a Western Mass news outlet, and based in Springfield. And in this article is a quote from the local state representative who's actually a co-sponsor of the bill to ban assault weapon manufacturing here. So he's a Springfield state rep, and he sponsored the bill to ban assault weapons, which is costing 550 jobs in his own city. Let's see what he says. One of the backers of the bill, Bud Williams, Democrat from Springfield. You don't even know why they even say Democrat from Springfield, because basically almost everyone's a Democrat in Massachusetts. Well, that's not true. We do have a Republican governor. We have a Republican governor in Massachusetts. He says that one of the backers oppose assault weapon is the right thing to do. I see what their reasoning is, but we stand by our commitment to take the assault weapons out of play. Because, of course, assault weapons kill people, according to him. Yeah, right? Assault weapons kill people. Not people killing people. Oh, no. Can't do that. And it's much better to have a discussion about their failed policies. It's much better to focus on the physical item itself, like the weapon, than have a discussion about their failed policies that causes people to use these weapons. The mayor of Springfield is a little bit more disappointed. That's good to hear. Dominic Sarno called Smith & Wesson's decision devastating to the 550 employees and their families that will be losing their jobs. By the way, Smith & Wesson is also going to be closing a facility or downsizing a facility in Connecticut and in Missouri, and so Tennessee is going to be gaining about 750 total jobs. This is really good news for Tennessee. My number one priority: assist these employees. Blah 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 blah. But it's astounding here when we get to State Representative Bud Williams. It's in his district, but he doesn't care that they're going. He wants them to go, even though they're going to still have 1,000 employees. I'm sure that over time, that once they get settled in Tennessee, that those 1,000 employees will eventually leave. This is a company that's been in Massachusetts, as I might have already mentioned, since 1852. That's 170 years, approximately. So that's what liberals want. They want to say goodbye to these jobs, no matter who's using this weapon. Doesn't matter to them. Because changing the topic off of their failed policies and on to we've got to crack down on assault weapons, that's a better discussion for them. They don't want to talk about their, let's just say, border crisis that brings in the fentanyl, that brings in all of those. They don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about their failing policies in the inner city. Don't want to talk about that. But if we get rid of assault weapons, everything will be fine. Sure, 2 weeks to bend the curve. If you just do this one more thing, everything will be fine. Get your third shot. It's crazy here in Massachusetts. It's just, and it's nuts. And you're gonna ask me. You're gonna ask me, have I ever thought of moving to Tennessee? Yes, actually, when I came back, I was like, I'm down with Tennessee. I actually really loved Nashville. A little expensive. Loved Memphis. But anyways, all right. So thank you for watching, and I hope that you enjoy your Smith and Wesson weapon, no matter where it happens to be. And I'm sorry to see these jobs go. Not everybody in Massachusetts is as disappointed, and that probably doesn't surprise me. Probably doesn't surprise you either. Hey, I'm John F. Gately. Thanks for watching. You can call me Jack from beautiful Plymouth, Massachusetts, behind enemy lines. Have a great day.